Simba's first roar. Let's witness the heartwarming moments when Simba lets out his first mighty roar at the Pride Rock. Let's celebrate this adorable milestone with all the feels. Episode 1, The Rise of Scar. The Pride Lands stretched far and wide, bathed in golden light as animals from every corner of the kingdom gathered at the base of Pride Rock. They had come to witness a momentous event, the presentation of the newborn prince. King Mufasa and Queen Sarabi stood proudly as Rafiki, the wise mandrill, lifted their son, Simba, high above his head. The crowd erupted in cheers before bowing in reverence to the future king. But in the shadows, away from the celebration, Mufasa's brother, Scar, watched with narrowed eyes. The birth of Simba meant that he was now further from the throne, and bitterness stirred within him. As Simba grew, Mufasa took him to the top of Pride Rock, showing him the vast lands that would one day be his to rule. "Everything the light touches is our kingdom," Mufasa explained. He spoke of the circle of life, how every creature played a role, and how a king must respect and protect his subjects. But when Simba noticed a dark, shadowy place on the horizon, Mufasa's tone grew firm. "That is beyond our borders. You must never go there." Though Simba nodded, his curiosity was ignited. Sensing an opportunity, Scar slithered into Simba's thoughts with his cunning words. "Only the bravest lions go to the elephant graveyard," he mused, planting a seed of adventure in the young cub's mind. Excited by the idea of proving himself, Simba convinced his best friend, Nala, to sneak away and explore the Forbidden Land. But the graveyard was no place for cubs, it was a trap. Scar's hyena allies, Shensi, Bonsai, and Ed, emerged from the shadows, eyes gleaming with hunger. Just as they closed in, Mufasa arrived in a fury, chasing them off. Back at Pride Rock, he reprimanded Simba but softened, teaching him an important lesson beneath the night sky. "The great kings of the past watch over us from the stars," he said, his voice filled with warmth. "One day, I will watch over you too." But Scar was far from finished. Under the cover of darkness, he met with the hyenas, promising them endless food if they helped him remove Mufasa and Simba from his path. The plan was set. The next day, Scar lured Simba into a gorge, instructing him to wait for a surprise. Then, with a signal to the hyenas, chaos erupted. A massive herd of wildebeests was driven into a frenzied stampede, heading straight for the young cub. Scar feigned urgency as he ran to Mufasa. "Simba's in trouble," he cried. Without hesitation, Mufasa leaped into the gorge, dodging the stampeding herd to reach his son. He snatched Simba to safety and fought his way upward, clinging to the rock's edge. As he struggled to pull himself up, he saw Scar standing above him. "Brother, help me," Mufasa pleaded. But Scar only sneered, sinking his claws into Mufasa's paws. With a whisper that carried the weight of his treachery, Scar said, "Long live the king." Then, with one final push, he sent Mufasa plummeting into the stampede below. Simba, shaken and desperate, found his father's lifeless body lying in the dust. Guilt weighed heavily on his small frame as Scar approached, his voice laced with false sympathy. "What have you done, Simba?" he murmured. Scar convinced the young prince that Mufasa's death was his fault, urging him to run away and never return. As Simba fled, Scar gave the order, the hyenas were to kill him. But Simba managed to escape, disappearing into the unknown. With Simba presumed dead, Scar returned to Pride Rock, declaring himself the new king. The hyenas flooded into the Pride Lands, disrupting the balance of nature. The once thriving kingdom began to wither, the skies growing darker, the land drying up.
subscribe to my channel.